the 12 laws of karma that can transform your life. Most of us have heard the word karma, but it's often misunderstood. Karma isn't about divine punishment or cosmic rewards. It's about cause and effect. It's the ripple of your intentions and the actions you've taken in the past. Understanding karma can be powerful because it shapes how we treat others and how we choose to live. If you want the outcomes in your life to be positive, you need to act with purpose and take steps that naturally lead to the results you desire. Learning to align your actions with this principle is the secret to a meaningful and fulfilling life, one where karma ultimately works in your favor. With that in mind, let's explore the 12 laws of karma and discover how you can apply them to create lasting change. Law 1. The Great Law. What you plant is what you'll harvest. Think of life the way a farmer works the land. The seeds you sow eventually produce the crop you'll gather. The same is true with our choices. Whatever you put into the world, whether it's kindness, honesty, or negativity, will eventually find its way back to you. When you treat people with respect and compassion, you'll often notice they respond in kind, creating a cycle of positive energy. Just like seeds take time to grow, your thoughts, words, and actions may not show immediate results, but sooner or later they return, often in the form of love, prosperity, or joy. That's why it's so important to remain mindful and considerate no matter the situation. Never forget, your actions and even your reactions have a way of circling back into your life. Law 2. The law of creation. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you are. This law reminds us that we hold far more power over our lives than we often realize. Many people fall into the trap of blaming circumstances or pointing fingers at others when things don't go their way, instead of stepping up and shaping their own path. Life isn't meant to be lived in the passenger seat. Take ownership, grab hold of opportunities, and make the most out of the ideas and chances that come your way. Over time, you begin to reflect the environment you immerse yourself in. That's why it's crucial to surround yourself with people, places, and habits that align with the future you want. Not by forcing others to change, because that rarely works, but by continually working on yourself. At the end of the day, you're the architect of your own reality, and no one else can live it for you. Law 3. The law of humility. Whatever you refuse to face will continue to follow you. The truth is, before you can overcome any challenge in life, you first have to acknowledge that it exists. Denial keeps you stuck. When you resist admitting a problem, you give it more power, and that negativity begins to build up inside you. You can't change what you won't confront. On the other hand, once you accept your struggles, you also begin to recognize that the ability to overcome them lies within you. Acceptance isn't weakness. It's the first step towards strength. Take an honest look at your life. See both the good and the bad for what they are. By owning your reality, you open the door to real transformation and give yourself the power to create the change you need. Law 4. The law of growth. No matter where you go, you take yourself with you. Real growth doesn't come from changing your surroundings. It comes from transforming what's inside you. Your inner world shapes your outer world. The thoughts you carry eventually become actions, and those actions create the life you see around you. If you want to see real change, you must start at the source, your mind. Negative thoughts will only breed a negative environment. But when you choose to think positively, you lay the foundation for a life filled with possibility and progress. Growth happens step by step as you continually improve your mindset, your choices, and your perspective. The more you strengthen your inner life, the more your dreams begin to take shape in the world around you. Law 5, the law of responsibility. Your life is the result of your own choices. This law reminds us that our outer world mirrors what's going on inside of us. If you find yourself surrounded by chaos or negativity, it's a signal to pause, reflect, and take ownership of your part in it. Instead of blaming others or dwelling on unfortunate circumstances, shift your focus to what you can do differently. Even when life throws unexpected challenges your way, you always have the power to choose how you respond. Learn from the experience, take responsibility for your actions, and move forward with intention. Owning your thoughts, behaviors, and reactions gives you a stronger sense of control. And with that control, you gain the ability to create the peace, growth, and progress you truly want in your life. Law 6, the law of connection. Every action links to the next. Your past, present, and future aren't separate chapters. They're all part of the same story. Every decision you've made and every choice you're making right now lays the foundation for what comes next. There's no single giant leap that suddenly delivers you to your dreams. Instead, it's the collection of small, consistent steps that shape your path forward. Each one matters, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment. So be mindful of your choices. Align your actions with where you want to go. When your steps are in harmony with your destination, you'll eventually arrive right where you're meant to be. Law 7, the law of focus. Your mind can't hold two thoughts at once. On your journey toward growth, it's essential to direct your attention to what truly matters. The law of focus reminds us that when you fix your mind on the values and goals that elevate you, you naturally leave no room for negativity. Choosing to concentrate on growth, positive emotions, and meaningful progress helps crowd out the distractions of doubt, anger, or fear. That's the power of focus. It pushes you to rise above the noise. Of course, life isn't always easy. When challenges come your way, shift your gaze toward the lessons hidden in them. It may not feel natural at first, but with practice, you'll discover that even tough situations can help you grow stronger and wiser. Law 8, the law of giving and hospitality. True intentions are revealed through selfless action. What we believe will always show up in what we do. At the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. If you're serious about living a life of meaning and impact, then generosity and selflessness can't just be ideals, they have to be a way of life. Practice being open, welcoming, and willing to help others even when there's nothing in it for you, and even if you hardly know them. This is the mark of real maturity, the ability to give freely and lift others up without expecting anything back. When giving and hospitality becomes second nature, it's not just kindness, it's proof that you've grown. Because genuine growth always shows itself in how much we help others grow, too. Law 9, the law of presence. You can't truly live in the moment if your mind is stuck in the past or racing toward the future. At first glance, this law might feel confusing, almost like it's dismissing the importance of both the past and the future. But that's not what it's really saying. Here's the thing. As humans, we often get trapped replaying our past, whether it's mistakes we regret or victories we keep holding on to. And just as often, we get lost dreaming about the future, imagining how great things could be. Both mindsets pull us away from what matters most, the present. The truth is, the choices you make right now carry more weight than anything that's already happened or anything you're hoping will happen. The present is where life is lived, decisions are made, and change actually happens. Of course, that doesn't mean you should ignore your past or stop planning for your future. Instead, use your past as a teacher and let your dreams for tomorrow fuel your actions today. But never forget, the only moment you can act on is this one, right here, right now. Law 10, the law of change. History has a way of repeating itself unless you decide to break the cycle. This law is simple but powerful. Nothing in your life will shift unless you take deliberate action to shift it. It's not enough to just say you want things to be different or to silently promise yourself you'll change. Real transformation only happens when you move from intention into action. If you notice the same negative patterns showing up again and again, whether it's in your relationships, your habits, or your mindset, you have the power to stop them. But it takes more than wishful thinking. It requires courage, consistency, and follow-through. Yes, change begins inside of you, but it doesn't end there. It's about backing up your decisions with action, turning "I will" into "I did." That's how you grow, evolve, and create a better version of your life. The only way to invite positive change is to stop repeating the old story and start writing a new one. Law 11, the law of patience and reward. Nothing truly valuable is ever built without patience. Rewards don't arrive overnight. They come to those who are willing to stay the course, keep planting seeds, and trust the process. No matter how long it takes, persistence has a way of paying off. Every small, consistent decision you make in line with your goals compounds into something greater over time. Instead of comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel, keep your eyes on your own path. True confidence is knowing your value and refusing to measure it against anyone else. Patience doesn't mean waiting idly. It means continuing to work, grow, and give your best even when the results aren't immediate. And when the reward finally arrives, it will be worth every ounce of effort and every moment of waiting. Law 12, the law of significance and inspiration. The greatest reward is the one that uplifts not just you, but the whole. This final law mirrors the first one, but with a broader lens. While the law of cause and effect emphasizes the individual, this one reminds us of the collective. Yes, you will reap what you sow, but beyond your personal harvest, every choice you make sends ripples outward, shaping families, communities, and even the world. Your actions carry energy, and that energy doesn't stop with you. It spreads, it inspires, it influences. That's why living with purpose matters, because your contribution becomes part of something much bigger than yourself. So lead by example. Pursue your passions. Add value wherever you go. Choose to be the kind of person whose presence makes others want to rise higher. Whether or not you believe in karma, one thing is undeniable. When you live by these laws, you not only transform your own life, but you become a force for good that transforms the lives of others. And that is the ultimate reward. So, what do you think? Do you believe in karma? Which of these karmic laws spoke to you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. And if this video gave you something valuable to think about, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with a friend who might need this message today. For more content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll know the moment a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep living with purpose.